All right, good evening to those of you on the East Coast. Good afternoon to those of you on the West Coast. Welcome to Targaryen Collective Codex, a House of the Dragon live watch. Apologies that we weren't here. I should say that I was not here last week. As you well know, I was on hand at San Diego Comic-Con, so a lot was going on during that week. There was every intention of being able to do the live show for episode 6. But I figured, do some catch up today since we will be doing episode 7. My, co-hosts and I, Spills, who joins me on a weekly basis for This Week in Pop Culture. So I'm going to hop on now to do episode 6. And then afterwards, of course, when we have the live airing for episode 7, then we will commence to do so at the regularly scheduled time. So just to give you guys a heads up. So with that, I'm going to get this episode going. I've already done taking the liberty to get past all the I don't have that premium version, so getting past all the ads, so to speak, so that way we can hop right into the episode. So let's see, I am going to do the recap and then dive into the episode itself. Here we go. So, of course, we're getting some recap of what Kristen Cole and company have been up to. And then, of course, what has been happening with Darren, who is, Hightower's Allison's son, and the further manipulation that her cousin is playing in his efforts to have Darren step onto the throne. And then, of course, all the intrigue that's happening with Tumbleton and Darren and Orman, both being in Tumbleton, of course. And then I was going to say another added plot point is, of course, the seeming assassination of a lot of the gold cloaks that serve under Damon, and trying to figure out who is, at the source of what's happening. If you are tuning in, welcome. As I mentioned, am uh, doing a quick viewing of episode 6, since I was a bit preoccupied, if you will, with the all-encompassing event known as San Diego Comic-Con last week. So catching up now, and then of course we'll be doing the episode 7. Co-host will be joining me for that at the next hour. So 9 o'clock here on the East Coast, and then of course 6 o'clock there on the West Coast if you're joining us. So Kristen Cole and his men wandering. So I guess some rivermen, based on what they said on the battlefield. Oh, that caught me off guard. So I guess an ambush of Cole and his men. So they seemingly, Cole that is, and his men seemingly won, but I guess it's off or not because the Winter Wolves are here. Looks like they set a trap. So I guess what he prophesies is going to come to pass. Interesting. Allison's handkerchief Cole placed on his sword. Oh, wow. So unceremonious. They didn't even give him the opportunity to be able to honorably die. So long, Cole. It's only a couple of minutes into the episode. It could have been avoided had they just, gotten rid of Orman from the jump. So instead of having Damon take care of the problem in Tumbleton, she's having him take care of the issues with the gold cloaks and the I guess the issues that are residing there with the continued assassination of those that faction of guards that they have. So Allison has finally revealed that Helena is. So the remaining gold cloaks assembling, it appears, with Damon.
What's this?
Oh, get the hell out of here. They're quitting? Okay, all right.
The Queen asked for loyalty. And I was willing enough to act.
So that scene of all those gold cloaks being dead, I guess, finished off the remaining gold cloaks figuratively. The rest of them quit. So Larys, Aegon, and Lannister on the road. So Thailand seemingly trying to use the circumstances to his advantage to see if he can gather a court of his own back at Casterly Rock with Aegon there. But Laris obviously sees past it, so doesn't look like it's going to happen. Oh, okay.
I'm the oldest.
So Alan, and one of Damon's daughters. So that's wild. I guess it's on brand when we're talking about Valerians and uh, what is it, Targaryens, but you have the bastard son of Alan and the granddaughter of the granddaughter of I'm brain farting on the guy's name Corliss, and then you have the bastard son of Corliss. So son and granddaughter. That's crazy work, but I guess in the context of Game of Thrones, it's on brand, and we're talking that particular faction of family. That's wild, though. So interesting. Up to this point, it seemed like Darren was, going along with his cousin, with Ormond, but he just, or say he was siding with him, but it looks like he's just going along just to keep the peace, based on this interaction that he's having with Gwen. Welcome if you're joining on this live watch of episode 6. I'm aware episode 6 aired last week, but if you're just joining us, I'm doing episode 6 since we weren't able to do it last week with of course Comic Con, but we will be doing episode 7 to follow this episode. Let's just say this live watch. Oh, Alice has a clutch of dragon eggs. So Alice seemingly trying to seduce Amond, but not because I feel like obviously that she actually is into Amond, but because she clearly has an ulterior motive at hand. She's trying to have Harrenhal clearly, and it wasn't the that desire wasn't appeased by Damon or by Rhaenyra. So now she's going to try to weasel her way on the other side and figure out a way to accomplish that, which based off of what she's doing now, I'm assuming is by having leverage, by having birthing an heir with Aemon and having a child with Aemon.
You know, my response is that romantically is not coin. This concept what resources we have. I suggest you address the Tory himself. Bring the next. Your Grace, the Mother House lately enjoyed the protection of the City Watch. Now, we are in peril.
So frictions continue with the small folk as well as with Rhaenyra, where she's still not able to address some of the issues that they have, and chief of which being the lack of protection from the gold cloaks, which at this point we know have been systematically taken out. But it looks like we have something going on here because we have Daemon now disguised as a gold cloak with someone in pursuit. I'm guessing one of these assassins. Yeah. Oh no, another encounter between Ulf and Daemon.
I thought
Wow. Once again antagonizing Ulf. I imagine that is not going to continue to work in his favor. So he just stole a carriage of goods from, I guess you could say, a merchant who's going into Tubbleton. I'm guessing he's trying to get his wife. Wow, Gwen coming in the clutch. Was able to determine that those were assassins that were disguised as Baratheons. So he's located his wife. Now it makes far more sense as to why she left, because apparently she thought that he had died in that time that he went to seek out a dragon, a commandeer. Welcome if you're joining along. Doing episode 6 now, but we'll be doing episode 7 in the next hour. Episode 7 being the new episode for this week. And go off screen just for a moment. So he tried to sneak his wife out of Tumbleton, but to no success. So it's clearly going to take a little bit more effort in order to, ensure her safety in this time that Orman and company are stationed in Tumbleton, or supplanted themselves in Tumbleton. Step off again just for a moment. All right, folks, I'm back. So Rhaenyra has not only learned about the pregnancy of Helena, but now also knows that she dreams about events in the that come to pass in the future. And now in knowing Aemon's location, is sending off Alicent to do the deed, so to speak. But knowing Alicent, I don't think she is gonna end up coming to pass. I guess I'll find out in the next hour for episode 7, but I don't think she's gonna be successful. All right, so Alicent has been sent off to go see Aemon, and I would assume take him out also. And she's probably one of the few people that he would allow to get close enough to him. Oh, this don't look good. Seems like there's a faction that was sent to intercept Corliss and his faction of soldiers. So, and that's our episode. So I'm guessing, hopefully, Corliss is my guy. Hopefully he isn't gone in episode 7. So that's gonna do it for episode 6, and we're gonna hop right into episode 7. Of course, should have Spills joining us momentarily. So stay tuned. We're about to do the next episode. All right, peace.